I am so thrilled to be on this call with the two of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my two great friends, Jeffrey Kahane and Gabriel Kahane. It's their work together, actually, that is at the center of this next Orchestra Lumos concert, about which we are so excited. The heartbeat of this program is Heirloom, the piano concerto which Gabriel wrote for his father, commemorating this arc of memory and time and meaning from his grandmother and their family from the old country to the United States.
I think anytime I write, I'm always thinking about the relationship between form, content, and context. And in writing a piece for my dad, it felt natural to sort of mine our history. And that quickly evolved into a story, a musical story of three inheritances. The first being my musical inheritance from my parents, both literally in the form of guitars that I found in the attic, which furnishes the first movement with its name, Guitars in the Attic. And also, of course, what was passed down in the home that I heard, both in the form of my dad playing, my mother singing, and records that would be on in the living room. And then in the second movement, the sort of legacy of my grandmother who escaped Germany in 1939, and the question of German culture and how she engaged or did not engage with that after she came to the United States. And then finally, in the third movement, the numinous inheritance that we pass on to our children. That last movement is for my daughter, Vera, my older child, who was a little more than an infant when I began writing the piece. And so it's very much an intergenerational musical story.
So Jeffrey, for you, with all of your family legacy, getting the music from a pianistic point of view, what was your reaction to the piece?
The piece is extraordinary. And one of the things that's so deeply gratifying about it is that it has been met with an absolutely wonderful response by every conductor who's conducted it, by every orchestra who's played it, and by every audience who's heard it. And I think it's a masterpiece. I do. I'm not really biased, but I am.
Well, I have to say, I wasn't going to mention this necessarily, but for me, this is a great coming home to the piece, and also a first time, because we had the privilege of doing the very, very, very first performance ever all together in Kansas City some years back. And now with all the revisions, I'm coming back to it for the first time. And I love what's happened to the piece, and I can't wait to do it again. So that's really good. It's going to be a very special program. I'm so thrilled that you agreed to come and do this with us at Orchestra Lumos. I hope that everybody shares in this marvelous program, February 22nd and February 23rd at the Palace Theater in Stamford. We can't wait to see you all.